So now to the agreement between City Council and the Jacksonville Jaguars for the Stadium of the Future.
Today, council members heard the proposal for the first time during their regular meeting. These are renderings from the project that would replace Everbank Stadium. And we have live team coverage for you tonight. We're covering every angle of this big development. Our Christina Burgess spoke with Jags fans this evening to see what they think.
But first, we want to begin with our Andrew Badillo. He's on your side breaking down what happened at tonight's City Council meeting as that plan was unveiled. And Andrew, the big question for a lot of people is who's paying for these renovations?
Yeah, Heather, the city saying that there will be no added burden to the taxpayers. Now, I heard a few different opinions from city council members after they heard about the deal. None bigger than city council member Rory Diamond, who said that Mayor Deegan did a terrible job negotiating against the Jaguars. The Jaguars and city started presenting their negotiated stadium deal at 5 o'clock. Everyone knew how one council member felt by 5:08. On social media, Rory Diamond criticizing Mayor Deegan's negotiations.
This deal is exactly the same as it was last year, except now we have a new $150 million of spending that has nothing to do with the stadium.
Diamond is pointing to $150 million in city money towards community development on Jacksonville's east side, countywide workforce development and affordable housing, and development of several downtown parks.
The council is going to have to take that out.
Councilman Jimmy Peluso feels different.
For those who don't like parks, I mean, I guess they would hate this. And workforce development will touch every piece of the city.
The cost for a renovated stadium is $1.25 billion, split 50-50. The city will also pay for deferred capital maintenance totaling $150 million. In total, the deal will cost the Jaguars $625 million, the city $775 million. To finance its portion, the city wants to extend the Better Jacksonville plan and its half-penny sales tax to 2030. It's projected to end in 2027. The city would move capital improvement plan or CIP projects into the Better Jacksonville plan to free up $600 million from the CIP budget to fund the stadium. The finessing of funds would push back a 30-year police and fire pension fund tax scheduled to start when the Better Jacksonville plan ends. Diamond is against the method. City Council President Ron Salem wants to look into it more.
Just want to get into it a bit more before I come out and say I'm supportive of that.
The deal is significantly less than most recent stadium deals in Buffalo and Nashville. City Council will now take time to look over the deal and its finances. The mayor calls it brilliant.
As a native of this city and someone who really believes in us and in this team, I think in this next 30 years, we're going to watch this city truly blossom.
And a few other notes on the stadium deal. Yes, it will include shade. And as for the neighboring sports and entertainment complex that was talked about a year ago when we learned about the memorandum of understanding, that was not a part of these current negotiations. But according to Council President Ron Salem, he wouldn't be surprised if a negotiations or a possible deal for that does come up in the near future. And another important part of this deal, if construction costs go over budget, the Jaguars are on the hook for 100% of the cost overruns. Reporting live outside Everbank Stadium, Andrew Badillo, First Coast News on your side.
All right, Andrew, thank you. So here's a look at the timeline if this deal between the city and the Jaguars is approved. Construction would begin in February of next year. Completion is expected in August of 2028. Now, during construction, stadium capacity would drop to around 60,000 people in the first year. In 2026, it would drop down to about 40,000. And in 2027, all of the Jags home games would be played at either the Swamp in Gainesville or Camping World Stadium in Orlando.
And you won't see any major changes for parking around the stadium. Parking was the #1 issue from community huddles last year. This is a look at where you'll be able to park when construction is complete. Leaders say the parking is subject to change pending negotiations with DIA, the mayor's office, and city council. Tonight, we're also hearing from Jags fans about the plan for the Stadium of the Future. Our Christina Burgess is on your side tonight, joining us live outside Everbank. And Christina, what are fans telling you about this project?
Well, Jaguars fans that I spoke with tell me that they are excited about the possible upgrades. And even though construction hasn't started yet, and as of now completion could take several years, they still say it will be worth the wait.
So I've been a Jags fan my entire life.
Samuel Vaselli and his dad Trent are die-hard Jacksonville Jaguars fans.
Jags fans for the last 10, 15 years.
Attending many games here at Everbank Stadium.
I've been to the stadium a bunch of times.
So when the duo heard about the details of the renovation plans, they say now is the time to get it done.
I mean, I think it's been time the Jaguars deserve a little bit of an upgrade. We as a community deserve an upgrade. I mean, I think we've shown our support through the years, paid our money for the tickets. I think it's about time for us to get an upgrade.
Deborah Curry is an employee at that bar at the arena and a Jags fan with a tattoo to prove it. With business booming on game days, she believes a renovated stadium will only add to the already popular game day experiences.
I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, once it's completed, it'll bring a lot of people down in here that are curious. Plus, it's going to be beautiful. But you've got to spend money to make money, and the city needs it. We need it. Maybe it'll make our team do better. I don't know, but I think it's a plus for this city.
And while the renovations, if approved, won't be completed until the fall of 2028, these fans say they will wait patiently because better things are on the horizon.
But anytime there's a public project, there's 2 or 3 years of pain to get 20 years of success, whether it's putting a new road in or bridge or, you know, you just got to show some patience for that. It's always a worthwhile project, I think, when that gets done.
And now the city of Jacksonville and the Jaguars will host 5 Stadium of the Future community huddles for citizens to come out to learn more about the deal. Reporting outside of Everbank Stadium, Christina Burgess, First Coast News on your side.
All right.